But first, we begin now with Amanda Knox, and the American who was studying in Italy when her roommate was slashed to death.
You were called satanic, demonic, a sex-crazy killer. How did it get so distorted?
There's no evidence. There's no evidence of that.
That's the theory. Knox is into some freaky sexual things.
Soy el fuego que arde tu piel. Soy el agua que mata tu sed. El castillo, la torre, yo soy la espada que guarda el caudal.
It's clearly a hatchet job against Amanda, and it's absolutely false.
Well, if she's capable of all of this sex, she must also be capable of violence.
Crazy.
Very much playing into the Madonna whore dichotomy.
How come you were the only one who ended up in prison? Because you aren't some rich white girl like Amanda Knox? And it's like, because he's the one who fucking raped and murdered Meredith.
This is my final video on the Amanda Knox case, and I promised myself I'd get back to the smears of Roberta Glass. I have clipped out several that she said in her incoherent rambling about this case, where she goes after me personally. She is so comically wrong about Amanda Knox, it's almost joyful how ridiculously backward she is. It's incredibly telling that she has not done a single video about Amanda Knox, even though Amanda has been on every podcast, every news show. She has a hit series out on Disney and Hulu going over the entire case. You'd think it would be open season for someone like Roberta Glass, who thinks that Amanda Knox is guilty. I mean, it's confounding. I've never seen someone be so wrong, so brazenly and Dunning-Krugerly wrong. It's wonderful. So she goes after me, not my arguments, not the evidence. She's completely lost. It's totally embarrassing. But let's just respond to and showcase her trying to twist the knife on me, and yet her silence sort of indicates that she might realize that she's wrong on this now.
At a time when devontracey is blaming this movement on women and demeaning them at the same time, saying they're cat ladies, wine housewives, drunk soccer moms, that kind of stuff.
Never said drunk soccer moms, but yes, there are cat ladies and true crime idiots, and women are a huge part of the innocence fraud movement. Correct. And you are a cat lady. And what of it?
Basically, women that don't matter.
No, it's not that they don't matter, it's that they're pathetically empathetic. And they're wrong. Everyone matters. You guys are just wrong. And wrong in a horrifically important way. Like, your stupidity and your wrongness is reckless and irresponsible. It's vile.
And I would consider those women who are sincerely duped, but I would have to disagree with devontracey's assessment that people like Becky Feldman were sincerely confused by the note in the Adnan Syed case. And I'm not going to get sidetracked into Adnan Syed.
I don't think she was. When did I say she was confused? Becky Feldman is completely culpable. She knows what she's doing. They completely bullshitted to get Adnan out. It was all intentional. She's not just clueless and like, oh, I'm doing what I think is right. No, she knew what she was doing. And the DA called them out on it and was like, you guys mangled this and we can't stand behind it.
Syed case that she didn't know somehow that she was presenting some really weak evidence. I believe that was Erica Sutter's Innocence Project clinic, what they came up with, a bunch of, nonsense. They knew they had a sympathetic judge. They met in secret. All they had to do is keep Young Lee successfully out of the hearing. They invited the media, Sarah Koenig, Amy Berg, all the people that had made innocent fraud media on the case there to make it look like everyone was in absolute jubilation about Adnan Syed getting out.
Yeah, it was horrific. And I mean, this is you agreeing with my point that there are women behind this. Not to mention, almost every woman you just named was Jewish. So Becky Feldman, Amy Berg, Sarah Koenig. I mean, they're all women. not to mention Marilyn Mosby, not to mention Rabia Chaudhry. So there's women littered throughout this movement, and they're being used all the time. Amanda Knox is a perfect example. She is being used, and her overdrive setting of empathy has been totally exploited. Amanda Knox is going to bat for Rodney Reed. I mean, it's unreal. But here's where Roberta calls me out for not mentioning Meredith Kercher's name enough, as if I know this woman who was murdered like 20 years ago. She's purity testing me that I'm not reverent enough for the not so recently departed. He's a racist dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. He thinks black people are guilty just because they're black. I mean, that's...
I've never called Devon racist. I said he's someone who has described himself as someone who recognizes patterns.
Yeah, what kind of pattern? I've recognized the pattern of Rudy Gaudet. He breaks into second-story buildings and robs them. He's violent to women. Have you heard his trouble ever since he got out? He's attacking his new ex-girlfriend, beating her up, raping her. It's in the news, so that's a pattern. Men rape women more than women rape women. That's a pattern. What's wrong with that? Why are you blaming the messenger?
And what I said was that without doing your due diligence, you jumped on a case that you thought fit a pattern. Black guy killing Meredith Kercher, white woman. And I don't think...
Meredith Kercher is not white, first of all. And yes, black guy, yes, it does fit the pattern. He is guilty of this. Have you seen the crime scene? What the fuck are we talking about? But no, it's something about me. It's me noticing that a black guy killed somebody again. Right.
Meredith Kercher's name is mentioned more than once in this, which is odd for someone who cares so much about victims.
What am I going to do for Meredith Kercher? I've done multiple videos on this. I have to say her name over and over again, like it's an incantation. Poor Meredith Kercher, Meredith Kercher. I don't even know Meredith Kercher. Okay, I assume she's a great person. I mean, this is such a ridiculous little wannabe attempt to demonize me. The story of Amanda Knox is the wrongful conviction of Amanda Knox and Raffaele Sollecito. That's the story, and the brutal murder from Rudy Gaudet, who did not serve enough time at all for what he did. So that's the injustice here. It's obvious and rudimentary to say poor Meredith Kercher. Obviously, that's why the whole thing matters, is that we're against murder. I'm a fucking Eagle Scout. You think I'm downplaying this because I don't mention her name like you with your... I mean, it's a typical classic virtue signal. Like, she's like, if I say the name Meredith Kercher more times than you, I win because I care about it. We don't know her. She's dead. That's the beginning of the fucking story. It's so performative. It is such bullshit to be like, you don't mention the victim. You don't care about her. Why would I be concerned about the case and punishing her murderer and rapist, Rudy Gaudet, if I didn't care generally about someone who was completely victimized? I obviously do. And so what a weird little, like, this guy's bad because he doesn't even care about victims. I care about every single victim here. Amanda, Raphael, and Meredith. And I care about punishing the man who victimized them all. The Italian justice system and Rudy Gaudet. Pretty straightforward, but keep sniffing, keep truffle pigging your nose around, trying to look for some angle as to why I'm the bad guy here. All tied directly to Guidetti, then the log of shit, and his sperm up inside her. I don't know, guys. I don't know. You know, call me old-fashioned, but I did see Amanda Knox kiss her boyfriend while she was traumatized after her roommate had been murdered.
No one made that point, Evan. You keep doing it. It's no...
Guidetti also...
That's no substitution for real research. Just making that point and making a kind of straw man argument out of the kissing thing.
That is not a straw man argument. That kissing scene has been used against her millions of times by people all around the world. That footage is infamous. Has nothing to do with anything, doesn't speak to any aspect of her guilt or innocence. She is obviously innocent. She has been smeared. You smeared her over anything you could get your hands on, your gnarled fingers upon. It's ridiculous. It's not a straw man at all. Her character was assassinated by every twitch of her face. And definitely the kissing sequence where she's being comforted by this new friend of hers. Unbelievable. And one of her chat people was like, oh, Devon's a psychopath. Psychopaths stick together. So all of a sudden, I'm a psychopath. So a man, it's just, look, people need villains in their lives. And like, they can't grapple with the fact that they're wrong. You are completely wrong. So we can't have that. Holy shit. So Devon's wrong. Devon sees patterns where there are none. Devon is a psychopath, just like Amanda Knox is a psychopath. She got away with it, and Devon is so dumb, he's been duped by the psychopath Amanda Knox. Right. He's right on everything else. But this one, yeah, something wrong with that dude's brain.
And is there a connection between atheism and the...
To witness the rest of this video, sign up at censored.tv. Be sure to use the coupon code RUE to get 20% off. Or you can head over to subscribestar.com/atheism and join up to receive every full-length new video Devon makes. It barely costs anything to sign up. You know he deserves your support, and you deserve to be entertained by every new video AIU creates. So become a flying monkey and let's go.